Music Access. Today is Lunar New Year's Day. 여러분, 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Happy New Year's to everyone. In Korea, we eat 떡국, 떡국's rice cake soup for breakfast on New Year's Day. And after eating a bowl of 떡국, the adults in the family tell us you're now officially a year older, along with encouraging words to help us throughout the year. For example, they can say things like, I hope you are healthy and that everything goes well for you this year, or be good to your parents and be good this year, etc. Of course, we always hear these things from the adults in the family, but even if they are the same words, when we hear them on New Year's Day, it feels a little different. And that's because these words are filled with love. The love between family and the affection and interest they have for our futures. These thoughts are all included in the New Year's message, and that's what makes it special. Well, you and I have a special relationship as well, right? We have love and affection for each other just like family. So what about we share some well wishes today? Let me start. MA family, I hope you all will become more beautiful, healthy, and happy this year. And now it's your turn. What words of blessing will you give to me for New Year's? What up, everyone? First song on Thursday, February 19th, was Celebrate by Mika featuring Pharrell Williams. Hello, MA family. Today is Lunar New Year's Day. It's one of the two major holidays here in Korea. I hope all of you guys, not just our listeners in Korea, but our listeners around the world, have a wonderful day today. We've been airing Lunar New Year's special program since Tuesday this week, and today, the girl you've all been waiting for, Lizzy, will be joining us in the studio. I hope you guys are all looking forward to that. Make sure not to miss it. Alright, let me tell you what's up for today. Today is the fourth program for Music Access, Lunar New Year Special, Arirang Altogether. Here's what we have lined up for the first hour. We have, of course, our two corners for the first hour in the lineup, MA Trash Can and All About Music Quiz. In the second hour, like I mentioned before, we have Arirang Sweetheart with Lizzy. Cute Lizzy will be joining me in the studio on Thursday, soon today, second hour. Here's how you guys can listen and participate on Music Access. You guys can download the Arirang Radio application on your smartphones, or the TuneIn Radio applications on your smartphones, and send us your messages through those apps using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess, and leave us your messages there on our message board. Another way you guys can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. And you guys have been sending us some awesome song requests. Please keep them coming by posting up a message on our message board under the title Request. Alright, we'll come right back after a song for message time. Any from Ecuador requested No One by Alicia Keys. What up, everyone? We just came back from listening to Alicia Keys' No One, and it is time to see what our MA fam is up to now through message time. Alright. Gabby from Spain wrote, Hey, long time. Good morning. What up? Missing the MA fam. But I'm working and studying right now. But I love you, my quack. Take care. Peace. What up, Gabby from Spain? Hey, long time no talk, Gabby. Where have you been? Good morning to you. And happy Lunar New Year's to you as well. And yes, you missed the MA fam. The MA fam, of course, and MA and me missed you. But you're busy working and studying, so we totally understand. We wish you nothing but the best at your, studies and school year. We love you as well. Take care, Gabby, and whenever you can, please tune in and leave us your messages. That would mean a lot to me and our staff here. And I hope you have an awesome day. Peace. Next, we have Vale Agumon from Peru, and Vale Agumon wrote, Hi, Aron, how are you? I'm happy because it's almost the start of school. Te quiero. What a Vale Agumon from Peru. I'm doing all right, Vale Agumon. I'm doing very good. Happy Lunar New Year's to you. But you're happy because it is almost the start of school. I have that feeling as well, I get that feeling too, where when you start summer vacation, it's like, yeah, it's break. We have break for like 2.5 months, 3 months. But once you rest that long, like when it gets to the end of break, you're like, I can't wait to go back to school, like meet my teachers, meet my friends. I want something new to spice up my life. And Vale, I know what you're going through, so I hope you have a good school year when it starts. Study hard, make yourself proud, make your parents proud, and make the MA fan proud. So thank you for the message, and thank you very much for tuning in. Next, we have Miyamoto Yuri from Brazil. Miyamoto wrote, Hi Aaron, how are you? Today is it cold in Korea? In Brazil, it is a pleasant temperature. Have a good afternoon. Take care. What a Miyamoto Yuri from Brazil. I'm doing all right, Miyamoto. Thank you very much for asking. And the weather in Korea, it's winter, so, it's just cold, whatever. Hopefully spring will come by soon, though, so I can start wearing my cardigans and stuff. I actually bought a lot of new clothes last week with Minyon. We went shopping together, so I want to show them off a little bit. But yes, you see in Brazil, it is a pleasant temperature. Lucky you. As most of you guys know, I don't like hot weather and I don't like cold weather. I like warm weather. So, you're making me a little jealous, Miyamoto. But thank you very much for your message today. I hope you have a good afternoon as well. Take care, and please tune in for the rest of our show. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for your messages. And why don't we listen to a song before we get into our MA Trash Can Corner? Vanessa from Peru requested Wait For You by Elliot Yamin. Things you want to delete, memories you want to erase, you can throw them all away here at MA Trash Can. A bad habit I developed recently, a pimple that popped up last night, I want to get rid of it now. A slip of the tongue, a mistake I made at work or school, erase it from my memory now. If you have things that you want to get rid of, or memories that you want to erase from your minds, you can do that here on MA Trash Can, and we'll delete those ugly memories and events for you guys. The reason why we have this corner is because after we talk about these mistakes and blunders that we want to erase from our memories, we'll all realize we're not the only ones making mistakes in this world, and that other people are suffering from the same thing. And that'll provide some comfort and relief for us, right? So why don't we take a look at what kind of trash we have for today. First, we have Lucy Ortiz from Mexico, Mexico. And Lucy wrote, when you said you were having a concert in Mexico, me and my friends bought our concert tickets and we're super excited. But about 2 weeks before, a massive hurricane passed through my city and the airport went out of service and I couldn't go. I still feel bad. I still get upset thinking about that day when I couldn't go to the concert. But I shouldn't try to keep these feelings inside me, right? I'm going to throw them away right now. Aaron, please delete them for me right now. All right, what of Lucy Ortiz from Mexico? Yes, last year we had our Latin American tour, and Mexico was on the list of countries that we went to, but you couldn't come. You and your friend bought your concert tickets. You guys are super excited, but a hurricane passed through your city and the airport went out of service and you couldn't go. I could see why you're bitter about it and why you might be upset. But Lucy, it's definitely not going to be our last time we're going to be in Mexico. I promise you we'll go at least once or twice, in the near future. So Lucy, throw away these bad feelings. And just next time, when you come, front row seats. That's all I got to say. So Lucy, we will delete these bad memories for you on 3, 2, 1. Delete. All right, Lucy, thank you very much for your message, and I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. All right, guys, let's listen to a song before we move on. Beatrice from Brazil requested Steal My Girl by One Direction. What up, guys? We just came back from listening to Steal My Girl by One Direction. Throwing away our horrible memories or episodes here on MA Trash Can, we will erase those hurtful memories for you guys. Our next bit of trash comes from Miyamoto Yuri from Brazil. And Miyamoto wrote, Hi Aaron, how are you? This week I took out my wisdom tooth, encouraged by the courage of Minyan, haha. However, the anesthesia didn't go right, and next week I have to take out another. Why does it hurt so much? Can you help me erase that memory, since I'll have to go through it again next week? What up, Miyamoto Yuri from Brazil? Yes, you took out your wisdom tooth, one of them, because, Minyan actually took out his a few weeks ago. And you take one more out. You say the anesthesia didn't really go well, so you kind of felt everything while they were doing it. You know, when I was in high school, I took out all four at once, and I actually, before mine came out, I actually had to cut the gum open and pull it out because I actually had braces from 5th grade to 9th grade. I had braces for 4 years, and I think my wisdom teeth, they were about to come out during my senior year, and the dentist was like, if they come out, they will mess up your teeth again. So I went under like surgical procedures to take it out, and for me, I was put under anesthesia, and like I just knocked out. I remember they put the shot in my arm, and they're like, "Are you tired?" And I was like, "No, not really." And then I woke up and I was at home, and I was like, "Wait, why am I at home? That was so weird." But definitely Miyamoto. You know, I don't really remember mine because I was asleep the whole time. But definitely, Miyamoto, we'll delete this bad memory for you, and we hope we can give you strength by deleting this on 3, 2, 1, delete. Alright, Miyamoto, thank you very much for your message. Best of luck on your wisdom teeth, and I hope you have an awesome day. Alrighty guys, if you have memories that you want to delete, or mistakes that you want us to erase, leave us your messages for MA Trash Can, and let's talk about it together, and comfort each other, alright? All you need to do is come visit us at www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess, and leave us a message on our message board with the title, MA Trash Can. Alright, we'll come right back after a song for All About Music Quiz. Barawan from Turkey requested Hips Don't Lie by Shakira.
Ladies up in here tonight.
All about music and all about quizzes. A great collaboration of music and quizzes. All about Music Quiz. A quiz that progresses receives praise, but a quiz that is always the same gets ignored. All About Music Quiz is, to say the least, the most progressive quiz you'll ever come across. 5 different music quizzes from Monday through Friday. Get ready for the great music and have fun answering the quizzes. We even have a special gift for one lucky listener who sends in the correct answer. Our AA Music Quiz present is Ollie Murs' album, Never Been Better, provided to us by Sony Music. Alright guys, so for our AA Music Quiz, the format for today is guessing the group. Once again, the format for today's AA Music Quiz is guessing the group. So I'm going to name off some idol groups or solo artists and those in a duo, and here's what you have to do. Listen carefully, and you have to guess the number of people that are in these groups all added up together. So here I go on 3, 2, 1. Sunny Hill, Mad Clown, JJCC, 여자친구. So our listeners are like, that was so fast, so bad, one more time. Alrighty guys, I'll go one more time, here we go. Sunny Hill, Mad Clown, JJCC, and 여자친구. So if you add up the people in all of these groups together, how many will they be? If you happen to know the number, please write answer on the title of your message and send us a message with the correct answer. We'll listen to a song and come back with the second hint for AA Music Quiz. Denchi from the Philippines requested 못났다 by Teen Top.
잘 살 수 있다고 말하던 병 허니 어디 가냐고 남자친구는 있대 아직도 거기서 산대 뭐가 그리 궁금해 넌 그러게 나 왜 이래 나 왜 이래 1년이 넘게만 나왔던 나이 잦은 다툼 끝에 너와 난 굿바이 멋지게 보내줄게 잘 가라 행복해 하며 뒤돌아섰지 살아있네 하루 이틀 지내만 했어 오랜만에 친구 놈들도 만나봤어 신나게 밤새 놀고 시간이 기분 좋고 그런데 왜 어느새 난 너의 집 앞인데 하던 이쁜 우리 애기 어디 갔어 아무리 둘러봐도 이젠 없어 하루 왼종일 혼자 동상이야 밖에 비라도 오는 날이면 청승이야 이러면 안 되는 건 나도 잘 아는데 그런데 진짜 네가 너무너무 보고 싶단 말이야 잠도 오지 않던 깊고 깊은 밤 문득 네 생각에 나 혼자서 걸어가 데려다 주던 길 그때 생각이 나 입가에 미소가 잘 지낼까 하며 뒤돌아서 오던 길에 Oh my god 이게 웬일이래 아이씨 오지 말걸 잠이나 잘걸 이게 우리 참 못났다 참 못났어 좋은 사람을 놓치고 이제와 후에 만나고 있네 이런 내 모습을 보며 친구들이 말해 넌 진짜 그 애 아니면 돼참 못났다 참 못났어 참 못났다 정말 어쩌면 좋아요 나 어떻게 해야 해요 누가 나 좀 알려줘요 누가 나 좀 알려줘 친구놈들에게 물어봐도 지나가는 사람을 잡아봐도 대답은 하나같이 다 똑같은 걸요
What up, guys? We just came back from listening to 못났다 by Top, a collaboration between music and quizzes, all about music quiz. Today's AA music quiz format had to do with guessing the number. Well, guys, here's a second hint. The second hint is actually a lot easier. I'm going to call out the names of all the members from those groups, solo artists and those in a duo, but really fast or slow. So in other words, I'm going to say it so it'll be difficult for you to understand. So listen carefully, alright? So count off how many people I name off and send us your number. Are you guys ready? Here I go. 주비, 승아, 코타, 미성, 에디, 이코, Prince Mac, 심바, 산청, 맥건, 소원, 예린, 은하, 유주, 신비, 엄지. Alrighty guys, that was your hint for today. If you happen to know the number of all these people added up together, please write answer on the title of your messages and send us a message with the correct answer. Send us your message, your answer on our Music Access message board at www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess. To the person who gets it right, our AA Music Quiz present is Ollie Murs' album, Never Been Better, provided to us by Sony Music. Alright guys, before moving on, let's listen to another song. Precious from the Philippines requested 사뿐 사뿐 by AOA. What up everyone, we just came back from listening to AOA's 사뿐 사뿐. Time for more message time. Ben Chiri from Thailand wrote, Hi Aaron, how are you today? I'm now listening to Arirang Radio at 2 p.m. I'm working and listening to you. I miss you, Laka. Fighting, have a good day of work, Ben Chiri. What a Ben Chiri from Thailand. Ben Chiri, I'm doing all right today. Thank you very much for asking. Thank you very much for your concern. But yes, you're listening to Arirang Radio at 2 p.m. That's when my program is on. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning into Music Access. That means a lot to me. But you're working and listening. Hopefully, you're not that bored at work. And if you are, hopefully, listening to our program makes your day at work a little better, a little more fun. We hope we can spice things up for you. But I hope you have a good day of work as well. Thank you very much for your message. I miss you as well, Ben Chiri. Look forward to us going to Thailand soon again. And I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you very much for your love and support. And thank you very much for tuning in. And please tune in for the rest of our show. Next, we have Mao Wenri from China, and Mao Wenri wrote, "Hi, Aaron. We worked together for several months. I might go back to China soon. Could you please make an English name for me? By the way, I love your smile. I hope you're always happy. Always be happy." What a Mao Wenri from China. You say we worked together for several months. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. But you're gonna go back to China soon, and you want me to make you an English name. Mao Wenri. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. I'm assuming you're a female, and I don't know. Actually, yeah. Besides me, more than me, you can just go on the internet and type in, female name list, and I'm sure like a big list of good names will come out. So, I don't want to give you a name because if I give you a dumb name, I feel really bad. So, you should definitely look on the internet for that. But yes, Mao Wenri. I hope you have a good time when you go back to China. Thank you for your message. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, please tune in for the rest of our show. We have a fun guest coming in the second hour. Next, we have Beatrice Ferreira from Brazil. And Beatrice wrote, "Hi, Aaron. It is almost 5 a.m. and I'm very sleepy. Even so, I'll continue to listen to your program till the end. And hopefully I won't fall asleep before. Thank you so much for making such a good program." What a Beatrice Ferreira from Brazil. It is almost 5 a.m. and you're still tuning in and you're sleepy. I want to thank you so much, Beatrice, for your love and support. It really means a lot to me that even though we have such a big time difference, you guys are taking the time to tune into my program, and you guys are showing such good dedication and love to me. I can't repay you back. I don't know how to repay you guys back. It's ridiculous, but definitely, if you can tune in until the end of the program. We're going to have a very fun second hour going on, so look forward to that. And, yes, Beatrice, thank you very much for your compliments. Thank you for your dedication, and thank you very much for your love. Alrighty, guys. In the second hour, of course, we're going to have Arirang Sweetheart with Lizzy, where we're going to, interview her, have fun with her. So, guys, stay in your seats. Don't go anywhere. Please, please, please look forward to that. And leave us your messages for her, Lizzy, as well, so we can read them out during our corner. And thank you guys very much for participating on Message Time. Thank you very much for leaving us your messages. And thank you very much for your love and support. It really means a lot to me, guys. Alrighty, guys. Before we move on, why don't we take a listen to two songs? Tomorrow from Chile requested Tonight by Big Bang. And here's a song that I really like and a person I really love. Here is 28.5 by Kebomju featuring Jongin. What up, everyone? We just came back from listening to Tonight by Big Bang and 28.5 by Kebomju featuring Jongin. It is almost time for us to wrap things up in the first hour. Of course, guys, here's how you guys can listen and participate on Music Access. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio applications on your smartphones and send us your messages through those apps using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess, and leave us your messages there on our message board. Another way you guys can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequency is 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Alrighty, guys, in the second
On UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage, we explore Korea's most valuable and creative intangible culture.
Music Access.
What up, everyone? You're listening to Music Access's Lunar New Year special, Arirang All Together. In the second hour, we will be back with the lovely girl Lizzy on Arirang's Sweetheart. Here's how you guys can listen and participate on Music Access. You guys can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio applications on your smartphones and send us your messages through those apps using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess. And leave us your messages there on our message board. Another way you guys can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. All right, we're going to listen to a song before we come back with Arirang Sweetheart with Lizzy. Giovanna from Guatemala requested Hey You by CN Blue.
Ladies and gentlemen.
How can we introduce our star for today? Easy girl? Of course not. Cheerful girl? That's true, but it's not enough. Pretty girl? Cute girl? Smart girl? Competent girl? All correct. So if we put all of these characteristics together, it would be a girl we would want to take home to introduce our parents for the holidays, right? Well, this girl is here with us today for Music Access Lunar New Year special, Arirang Sweetheart. Hello, Lizzy. 안녕하세요, Lizzy 씨.
안녕하세요, 리즈입니다.
Hello, I'm Lizzy. It's been a while since you were last here. You visited the studio when you were promoting Catalina, right? How have you been?
카탈레나 활동 끝나고 저는 요즘에는 솔로로 활동하고 있어요.
Yes, so she finished promotions with Orange Caramel for Catalana. Now she is promoting her own song as a solo singer, right? So our listeners probably all know this by now, but we're part of the same company management. But that doesn't mean we see each other often, right? How long has it been since we last saw each other?
연습실에서 되게 꼬질꼬질한 모습으로 아론 씨가 온 거 봤고요.
Oh my god.
또
Yes.
밖에서 보지 않았나요, 우리가?
밖에서 봤나요?
안 봤나? 아, 그럼 민현인가 보다. 같이 술 먹었어요. 부산에서.
아, 들었어요. 저도. So last time we met was at our 연습실, our practice place, and I wasn't in the best condition, so it's kind of bad. And then she actually saw Minyeon in Busan because, you know, New East we had a vacation, and she said we drank together. 근데 미연이 술 안 먹는데 원래?
근데 제가
억지로 먹였어요?
아, 그런 거 아니죠. 그냥 좀 먹으러 나오랬더니 나온대요. 그래서 많이 적당히 마신 것 같아요, 민현이도.
Okay, so I was like, but Minyeon doesn't really drink. I was like, did you force him? She said no. She called him out, and he came out, and he drank a good amount, all right? Well, you look prettier and younger since I last saw you. I bet you hear this a lot from people, right? You don't need to go on a diet, but did you lose weight?
그거 아닌데 이제 나이가 들면서 얼굴에 젖살이 좀 빠진 것 같아요.
So she says, you know, as she gets older, like the baby fat is coming off slowly, you know? Well, Yui also lost a lot of weight recently because of her drama. Did you go on a diet with her? No, we just talked about that. But Yui also lost a lot of weight recently, right? Because of her drama?
근데 저는 다이어트를 딱히 한 건 아니고 회사에서 스트레스를 줘가지고.
뭔지 알아요. She didn't go on a diet, but she lost weight because of stress from the company. I was like, I know. All right, well, the reason why you look so pretty is because of your first solo album, right?
네.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, who suggested you release a solo album?
저도 그렇고 대표님이랑 같이 트로트 한번 했으면 좋겠다고 얘기를 했다가 처음에 장난치는 줄 알았는데 대표님께서 내주셨어요.
So, she also wanted to release a solo album. She was talking with the Tepyo, who was like the CEO. And they're like, we should try it. She thought it was a joke, but it really came out. So, you're the third member out of After School to release a solo album, right?
네.
진짜요?
진짜.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay, well, be honest. Did you hope that your album would do better than Kahi or Reina's album?
저는 잘 되는 거보다도 그냥 순간적인 뭔가 잘 되고 이슈거리보다는 그냥 길게 보는 거? 평생.
Okay. This is more than, just becoming like a hot issue at the moment. She was looking at the future. So like, long road of success. Well, your first solo song is pretty unique in its genre and title as well. The title of the song is 쉬운 여자 아니에요, not an easy girl, and it trots. So, a lot of people say, we just went over this, so we're going to skip over this. So, 트로트로 새 노래를 발표할 거라고 했을 때 애프터스쿨 멤버들이나 주변의 반응은 어땠을지 궁금하거든요.
네.
제가 지금부터 보기를 드릴게요.
Yep.
듣고 하나만 골라주세요.
Yep.
Number 1, 1번 컨셉은 좋은데 트로트 부르기 힘들지 않겠어? 2번, number 2, 그냥 집에서 혼자 부르고 요즘 유행하는 노래로 하자. Number 3, 3번, 오, 완전 잘 어울려. 찬장! Well, 이 중에서 제일 먼저 들었던 반응은 어떤 건가요?
3번.
3번. Okay, number 3. So the question I asked was, when you said you would release a trot song, what did your members or people around you think? And I gave her some choices and she had to choose one. The first one was, it's a cool concept, but don't you think it'll be hard to sing trot? The second one was, you can sing trot at home. Let's do something that's in these days. And the third one was, oh, that suits you really well. I'm all for it. And she chose number 3. So people around her thought that it actually fits her well. And I think it fits her well as well. 잘 어울리는 것 같아요.
역시.
Well, other than the choices I mentioned, was there any other response that you didn't expect?
다른 나쁜 얘기는 한 거 없고 진짜 머리 잘 썼다. 회사에서도 그렇고 너도 머리도 좋고 머리가 좋다. 그 다음에 또 뭐 물 만난 물고기 같다.
I don't know how to translate that. 어떻게 통역해야죠? Okay, well, so she said there weren't any really bad or negative responses, but everyone around was saying, that was a smart choice to make. And the last part, I don't really know how to translate that, so we're gonna get over that. So was it difficult to record because the style was different from what you're used to?
원래부터 제가 트로트 창법을 가지고 있었기 때문에 녹음할 때는 원래 연습한다고 해서 녹음한 게 그게 이제 음원으로 발매된 거거든요. 그래서 녹음할 때 어렵지 않은데 이제 라이브 할 때가 참.
So she said she actually knew how to sing trot before, so recording was okay, but the live shows are kind of a little difficult, right?
근데 라이브 요즘 잘해요.
She said she's doing live well these days. 저번에 연습실에서 라이브 연습
엄청
하지
했죠.
않았어요? 엄청 한 것 같은데.
잘했죠?
잘했어요. Yes, we'll just okay.
반응이 왜 그래?
Yeah, so last time we were at 연습실 at practice place, she was singing, practicing her live, and it was good. It was 2 thumbs up. I give 2 thumbs up. All right, guys. So
거짓말.
거짓말 아니에요. She said I'm a lie. 진짜 잘했어요. Well, what about on stage? It's different standing there alone without your members, right?
그쵸. 제가 혼자서 노래도 다 전곡을 다 불러야 되고 그 다음에 또 혼자 춤을 다 추고 라이브를 해야 되니까 조금 부담스러웠는데 지금 즐거워요.
Okay, so since it is a solo stage, she has to sing everything by herself and dance everything by herself and do the live by herself. So she said at first it was a little 부담스러워. What would you say that in English? It was a little, I guess she was a little overwhelmed, but now she's having fun with it and she's enjoying it. So, are there times when it feels more comfortable and fun because you are alone? And when do you feel that way if there are?
대기 시간에 조금 말할 사람이 없어가지고 진짜 말 안 하고 계속 입 닫고 있으니까 진짜 입냄새 날 것 같아 진짜.
Oh my god! All right, so She says, during the waiting time, because in music shows there's like a long waiting time. She says there's no one to talk to in the waiting room, so she feels kind of lonely and like she's like her. I don't want to say that part. So 이미지 관리해야 되니까. So we're gonna move on. Sorry, listeners might not know, but your solo debut stage was really a special one, right? It's considered to be the music showcase programs for adults called 전국 노래 자랑 or National Singing Contest.
네.
How was that?
일단은 나이 드신 분들이 굉장히 많아요.
So there are a lot of old people.
근데 그분들은 노래를 일단 잘 몰라도 막 뽕짝뽕짝거리는 트로트 그런 반주 나오면 다 즐거워해 주시니까 그러니까 저도 굉장히 즐겁게 했어요.
Alright, so even if they don't know the song, Trot's kind of like book, book, like it's a little upbeat, so everyone was having fun, and she said it was fun for her as well.
뭔가 텐션이 딱 뭔가 막걸리 먹었을 때 그런 느낌으로 노래 부르는 거. 진짜 보통 음악 방송에서 음악 방송할 때는 아이돌 팬들이 굉장히 많잖아요.
맞아요.
그때는 뭔가 클럽 같고 막 보드카 한잔하고 막 그런 느낌이라면 이거는
Oh my
막걸리 느낌.
So he said, so this stage is kind of like like when you like drink a little makgeolli into your stage. But music show, she says, there's a lot of idol fans. So it's like you take a shot of vodka into your stage. All right, we're gonna move on from this alcohol. All right, so do adults and the older generation recognize you more after you went on the show?
아직까지는 좀 아닌 것 같아요.
She said, so no, now not really. Well, is there another stage or program that you want to try? I have no idea. Another stage or program that you want to try?
뭐
행사?
행사도 좀 뛰고 싶고 좀 그다음에 해외에 트로트를 좀 알리고 싶네요.
So she wants to, like shows around, and she also wants to go overseas and, let people know what trot is. So all those people overseas, if you guys want to hear trot, call her out to your countries. Alright, 혹시 이런 무대나 프로그램은 어떨지 저희가 보기를
네.
준비해봤거든요.
네.
듣고 하나만 골라주세요.
네.
1번, number 1, 매니아들의 방송, 낚시 TV. 2번, 우리나라 국민의 50% 이상이 가지고 있는 것. 바로 이거죠? 종교. 종교 방송에 나가고 싶다. I don't know 종교예요. Alright. Well, number 3, 전국의 큰 행사나 장터의 무대에 서보고 싶다. 셋 중에 있나요?
제가 생각이 났어요. 저는 원래 어릴 때부터 WWE, 스맥다운, 막 러브 이런 거 굉장히 레슬링 좋아했어요.
네.
그래갖고 거기 디바들 막 나오고 막 그거 원래 엔터테인먼트적인 부분으로 가짜잖아요. 그래도
그렇죠.
그런데 가가지고 좀 하고 싶어요. 제가.
레슬링 하고 싶은.
레슬링이 아니라 그 링
아니죠?
위에서 노래를 하고 싶어요. 거기 제가 진짜 좋아하는 프로그램이거든요. WWE, 스맥다운 이런 거.
누구 제일 좋아해요?
저 원래는 존 시나 좋아했는데
존 시나 별론데.
옛날에 좋아했지. 옛날에 체인갱이 나오고 막 힙합하고 할 때 굉장히 좋아했고요. 요즘에는 지금 또
언더테이커가 짱인데.
언더테이커. 알죠. 오토바이 타고 막 그 관에서 숨어서 나오고. 진짜 아직도 보고 하거든요.
진짜요?
네.
저는 안 본 지 한 몇 년 된 것 같은데.
저는 요즘에 드라마를 안 보고 그런 거 봐, 아직도. 막 로얄 럼블 하고 막.
저는 요즘에 스펀지밥 봐요. 자주.
진짜 스펀지밥처럼 생겼어.
Oh, that's messed up. Alright.
징징이.
Alright, guys. So, we were talking about, I asked her, what about these programs? Here are some choices. Number 1, program for fishing manias, fishing TV. Number 2, something that over 50% of Koreans have, religious TV. Number 3, stage at big festivals or marketplaces. She says, more than that, she wants to go on, like WWE, like SmackDown Raw, because she used to watch it when she was younger. And I was like, you want to go wrestle out there? And she says, no, she wants to go on the stage and sing. And we were talking about who we liked. We talked about John Cena. He sucks, by the way. I hate John Cena. I was like, Undertaker. And she was like, yeah, motorcycle.
내가 좋아하는 사람인데 갑자기 생각이 안 나.
누구요? 어떻게 생겼어요?
그 지금 막 UFC 막 이런 데로 넘어가신 분 있거든요.
브록 레스너.
브록 레스너는 다시 돌아왔지. K1 UFC 갔다가 다시 WWE로 돌아왔어. 지금 어쨌든 그거는 다음에 말씀드리는 걸로 하고.
So we're just talking about, never mind guys. Alright, let's move on. Alright guys, I think it's about time we listen to the song that we talked about. Here is Lizzy's 쉬운 여자 아니에요. Not an easy girl. What up, guys? We just came back from listening to 쉬운 여자 아니에요 by Lizzy, and that was featuring 정영 Dun. I like Dun. Alright, well, guys, Music Access Lunar New Year special. Arirang all together. It is the third day of our New Year's special, and we're here with Lizzy for Arirang Sweetheart. And it's actually perfect because, today is actually the Lunar New Year's Day, and if you look on TV, there are a lot of trot programs, and it's the perfect guest. Lizzy's a perfect guest because she has a trot song out. So, thank you very much for coming out again. After debuting, did you have a chance to really rest and spend time with family during the holidays?
그쵸. 데뷔하고는 계속 스케줄이 있어갖고 못 쉬는데 이번에는 또 쉬게 됐는데 갑자기 또 쉬게 된 거라 가지고 근데 그 전날 그리고 설 후에도 바로 드라마 스케줄 있고 해가지고 계속 스케줄이 있어서 쉬는 게 쉬는 거 아닌 것처럼 돼버렸어요.
Okay. So, before she was busy with schedule, so she couldn't, but she did recently. But it wasn't really resting because she had like a drama shoot before and after Lunar New Year's. So it's like, oh no, it's like resting, but not really. So I could see that. All right. So when you meet your relatives and they come during the holidays, do they think it's cool that you're a celebrity? And do they still ask you a lot of questions?
데뷔 초반에는 궁금했는데 이제는 그때는 친척들도 리지로 봤어요. 근데 지금은 그냥 박수영 원래대로 돌아왔어.
Okay. So, when she first debuted, of course, they were curious and stuff, and everyone was like, Lizzy, but now she went back to her original name, Park Soo-young. So, actually, it's the same for our member, Baekho, too. Even his dad calls him Baekho. Baekho도 그래요. Baekho 아버지가 동호야 이렇게 안 하고 백호야 이렇게
진짜?
부르거든요. 신기해요.
아직도?
아직도요.
나는 그냥 수영이. 내 본명 수영이.
Oh my god. Well, guys, when they ask you questions, what do they ask you about? 질문이 있다면 뭐 물어봐요?
연예계 생활은 잘 안 물어보고 부산 언제 내려올 수 있냐고.
They don't really ask about her like celebrity idol life, but they ask like when can you come back down to Busan? Because of course Lizzy is a Busan person. Well, your fans know you as Lizzy the star, and your family knows you as a family member, while your friends know you as a friend. So your friends may not know what you are like as a family member, your fans may not know what you are like as a family member, etc. So we're going to find out all about you with I'm Not That Kind of Girl. So you're singing that you're not an easy girl every day, so we get it. But what kind of girl are you at home or among your friends? What are some misunderstandings that people have about you? We'll find out through some questions and answers. And all you need to do, Lizzy, is answer, yes, I am that kind of girl, or no, I'm not that kind of girl, to the questions I ask you, okay?
네.
All right, so here we go. We have a few questions. Number 1. Lizzy grew up among many siblings, so she knows how to survive.
No. 나 외동딸이에요. 형제가 없어요.
Oh, so she's alone. Oh, that was weird.
진짜 형제 없고 혼자.
아, 좋지 않아요, 근데? 형제 없는 거?
난 좋아요. 형제 없는데 나는 혼자서 좋아.
I was like, don't you like it? She's like, yeah, she likes being alone because she doesn't have any siblings. Well, have you heard of anything like this before, though? Have you ever heard this phrase before?
있죠. 맨날 막 오빠 있을 것 같다. 아니면 뭐 남동생 있을 것 같다.
So people always say, it feels like she's going to have an older brother or a younger brother. Interesting. And what kind of daughter are you at home? 집에서는 어떤 딸이었나요?
약간 톰보이 같은 말괄량이 막 진짜 집에서 항상 문제를 일으키는.
Oh man. So, she says at home she's kind of like a tomboy and like she's always causing problems at home. I have nothing to say either because I was kind of like that as well. 저도 약간 그랬어요. 저도 옛날에. Oh man. Well, it's time for your next question. 다음 질문으로 넘어가겠습니다. When you were in school, you were always a leader among your friends.
리더 역할 주제에 따라 달랐던 것 같아요.
So it depends on the situation.
네.
All right, interesting. So, like, what kind of situations, like, were you the leader in? 어떤 상황에서 리지가 리더였어요?
음식 메뉴 정하거나
So
밥 먹으러 갈 때.
So when so when they choose like where to go, where to eat, like the menu they're gonna eat, it's interesting. Did you dance and sing on stage when you had special events at school?
항상 나갔어요.
아, 진짜요?
네.
She always went out. And 저는 단 한 번도 없는데.
아, 진짜. 항상 나가서
I don't
무대를
know.
설치고 다녔어요.
Oh my gosh, she always went on stage. Oh man, 그 영상 있나요? 뭐
있는데 중학교 영상이 있는데 아직도 안 풀렸는데 안 풀렸으면 좋겠어. DVD가 있어요.
So she says she has I was like, do you have any videos? She says she has one of her in middle school. They haven't released yet, and she says she hopes they don't release it. So everyone look forward to that. I'll go find it and I'll release it for you guys. 그거 누구한테 있어요 지금?
저랑 그 같은 학교 다녔던 친구들.
아, 회사 있는 거 아니구나.
없지.
Darn it. All right. So I was like, who has it? She says her and her friends in middle school. Never mind. Well, were you ever the class president or other type of official leader at school?
약간 문화부장이라고 약간 뭐라 해야지? 노는 쪽으로 행사 관련되는 걸 이끄는 걸 많이 했어요, 제가.
Ah, so 문화부장? I don't know how to say that. But it's like, you know, where they have like fun events and stuff. Like it's more for like the playing side of school. She was into that. Interesting.
야, 그런 거야.
All right. Next question. You were extremely popular among guys during your middle school, high school years.
맞아요. 당연하지. Of
She's just-
course.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Did you go to?
진짜.
She says it's real, really. All right. Well, did you go to after-school hagwons or study rooms when you were in school? And did guys gather around these places just to get a glimpse of you?
학원이랑 독서실도 다니고 과외도 받고 했는데 항상 학원에서 남자친구를 좀 많이 사귀었던 것 같아요.
She says at her after-school hagwons, she said she always had a boyfriend or something like that. Well, how many guys usually showed up? 평균 몇 명 정도 왔나요?
항상 핸드폰이 심심하지가 않았어요. 단 한 번도.
Oh my god.
문자할 사람이 있어서.
Says, you know, her cell phone was never quiet. You know, it was always busy because she always had someone to text. Wow. Was there a guy that made advances towards you that you particularly remember? 너무 많아서 기억 안 나죠?
아니, 그냥 그 당시에 무슨 연습생이 있었어요. 근데 그분이 학교에서 인기가 굉장히 많았는데 저랑 만났어요. 그래서 질투의 대상이 됐죠, 제가.
So she says a long time ago, there was a guy who was a trainee, and he had a lot of fans. A lot of girls liked him, but she went out with him, and everyone got jealous of her. All right. Well, did any of those guys that followed you around become celebrities or anything like that?
그런 건 없어요. 그분이 소리 소문 없이 사라졌어.
So she says no, but that Yeonsip Singh, the trainee guy, he just disappeared off the map, ran away. All right. Number 4, Lizzy as a star is sensitive to others who are popular.
어떤 인기를 말하는 거지? 약간 대중적인 인기 아니면 남자한테 인기?
대중적인 인기. So she's talking like to the mass or to guys. So
남자.
아니 둘 다.
둘 다?
Both. We'll do both.
남자한테 인기 많은 거는 좀 가끔은 쉬어갈 필요도 있다고 생각을 합니다.
So she says, you know, if you have a lot of, you know, popularity with the guys, she says, you know, there needs to be like a little rest and stuff. All right.
그 다음에 대중적인 인기는 이게 연예인이란 직업은 대중의 인기를 먹고 사는 직업이기 때문에 그래도 항상 예민한 부분이지 않나 이렇게 생각합니다.
So, you know, because, you know, idols and celebrities, you know, most of our, you know, pay comes from the masses. So she says, yes, you know, there is some, like, you know, you have to be concerned with it a little bit. So, have you ever heard this before from anyone else? 실제로 이런 얘기를 들어본 적이 있나요? 민감하다.
요거 말하는 거 아니야?
이거.
그건 없어요.
없어요?
네.
No. Okay. So, why do you think people... Okay, she said no. So we're going to move on. 다음 질문으로
네.
갈게요. Number 5. Lizzy has a lot of ambition for her stage and songs.
아무래도 제가 TV에 나오는 거고 제가 못하면 제가 욕을 먹는 거기 때문에 항상 욕심이라기보다는 그래 좀 잘하려고 하는 게 있죠.
So she says, yes, it's more than like 욕심, which is like, it's different from ambition because ambition is kind of like very positive. But it is her own stage, and if she doesn't do well, then she's the one that's gonna be, like the people on the internet are gonna be like, like sucks, whatever. So she says more than like 욕심, which is kind of like zealousness, I guess you could call it, more than ambition. She says she tries to do well, because it is her own stage. Well, is there a type of song that you want to sing someday, or a stage you want to put on for your fans someday?
약간 저는 근데 지금 솔직히 트로트 만족하고 너무 애프터스쿨 활동을 많이 쉬어서 좀 섹시 컨셉으로 좀 하고 싶어요. 맨날 귀여운 거만 하다 보니까.
Okay, so she says right now, she's happy, content with trot, but she says later, some like maybe like a sexy concept, 솔로로 아니면 누나들이랑 다 같이.
일단은 다 같이.
So she says all together. Later, I asked her like for the sexy concept, solo or with after school. She says with everyone after school and New East. Yeah. I had a sexy concept. I'm down for that. Alrighty, guys. Well, we heard Lizzy's honest answers today, and I think it's about time we take a short music break. Let's listen to Lizzy's recommendation. What should we listen to with our listeners?
저는 호주 가수 중에 니키 웹스터라는 가수가 있는데 그분의 스트로베리 키세스라고 있어요. 저 초등학교 때 진짜 좋아했던 노래예요.
Oh, okay, guys. Let's listen to Lizzy's recommendation, Strawberry Kisses. Interesting song. 특이한 노래네요. Okay, music access, guys. We just came back from listening to Strawberry Kisses by Nikki Webster. Lunar New Year special, Arirang all together. It is our third day of our New Year's special, and we're here with Lizzy for Arirang Sweetheart. Well, guys, now it's time to take a look at the messages our listeners sent in, and we asked them about their thoughts, what their thoughts were about Lizzy, and we asked them to send in their messages about Lizzy is this kind of girl or Lizzy is not this kind of girl. So let's take a look at some of these messages now, and let's read them taking turns. 메시지보드에 도착한 사연을 지금부터 소개해드릴게요. 괜찮으시면 저랑 사이좋게 하나씩.
Yep, 알겠습니다.
Okay, so should I go first? I'll go first. We have Beatrice from Brazil. Beatrice wrote, "Hi, Aron and Lizzy. I really loved Lizzy's new music video. I think Lizzy is like a funny and reliable person to her friends, but also a disorganized girl with her dorm partner. That's because she's so busy she won't have time to clean and organize." 이 사람 말 맞나요? I don't know. Do you think it's true? No? 왜요?
저는 결벽증처럼 있어요, 진짜. 방 청소하는 거에 대해서 진짜 예민해요. 안 그럴 것 같죠?
아, 진짜요?
네.
청소 잘해요?
정리병이 있어요, 진짜.
Oh, well, she's very organized, so she's very on top of cleaning and stuff, and I didn't know that. 아닌 것 같은데?
아, 진짜.
거짓말한 거 아니야, 지금?
아니야. 야, 숙소 청소해주는 이모도 내 방은 진짜 안 치워. 내가 다 정리하거든.
오.
진짜. 물어봐.
A round of applause. So, I was like, "Are you lying?" She says, "No." Like, even the lady who comes to clean the house, she doesn't clean Lizzy's room because it's already clean. I'm the opposite actually. I'm very dirty. 저는 완전 반대요.
그럴 것 같아.
그 뭐지 3주 전에 태국 갔는데 트렁크 아직 안 치웠어요. 그대로예요 트렁크. I need to clean it though. I will clean it though. Minhyun's always giving me like, he's always like, "Hyung, clean it, and he's really annoying. I smack him sometimes. All right. Next message, can you read it out for us, Lizzy?
얘 이름 뭐야?
Kaylee
Kaylee from France.
Yep. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Aron and Lizzy. I think Lizzy is very funny and bright when she's with her friend. I think she'll think of ways to cheer her friends up when they are sad.
Yep.
But when she's sad, she will try to hide it from her friends. Is that true?
정말로 그런가요?
약간 좀 그런 것 같아요.
She says yes, kind of a little bit.
네.
진짜요?
네, 그리고 약간 친구가 우울하고 그러면은 얘기를 좀 많이 들어주는 편이에요.
Okay. So when her friends are, going through hard times or when they're sad, she's like the listener. She listens to them a lot. Interesting. That's very interesting. All right. Next, should I read it? Okay, next we have Lisa Wu from the UK. Lisa Wu. Hiya, Aaron and Lizzy. Welcome to MA Family. Lizzy, you are so cute. I love the Hamboken storyline for your solo. Lizzy is like my youngest daughter, Millie. She's very independent and speaks up for herself so she doesn't get bullied by her siblings. She can be cute and sweet when she's with her mom and dad. She can be cunning at times when she's plotting a plan to do something. Sending love and hugs from the UK.
Millizzy.
Millizzy. We'll call her Millizzy from now on. But no, is this true, Lizzy?
좀 그런 것 같아요. 좀 엄마 아빠한테 좀 귀여울 때도 있는데 귀여울 때도 있어요. 근데 엄마 아빠한테 막 대들 때도 말 안 들어.
Oh man.
지금 좀 철들었어요.
무겁지 않아요?
재미없어.
Yeah. All right, sorry guys. So she says yes, at times she is cute with her parents, but she still rebels a little bit. But she says she's now responsible. And I was like, there's this thing where it's like 철들었어. 들었어 means like you carry something, right? And 철 is like responsibility. So I was like, isn't it heavy? And she was like, oh, that's no fun. I thought it was funny. Wasn't it funny, guys? Sorry. Let's move on. All right. I got another joke for you. 또 다른 게 있어요.
뭐?
몇 시야? 홍시. All right, let's move on. That was a bad joke, so I'm not even going to translate that for you guys. All right, let's move on. Steve.
한국에서 좀 더 살아야 되겠어. 나.
몇 시야? 섹시. All right, let's move on.
미쳐버리겠다 진짜.
All right. So next we have Steve from the US. And do you want to read it out or should I read it out?
내가 읽을래요.
Okay.
Yep. OMG, hi, my girlfriend Lizzy.
OMG 좋지.
나도 좋아. Lizzy's so cute and funny. 헤헤헤. You look so cute when you're dancing and singing on stage, but I have a feeling that you will be very feminine
Yep. Oh.
and quiet in front of the guys you love. 아닌데.
She says nope.
You're not the type of person that yawns
Yeah.
really loudly or shouts in front of the guys you like. Are you? What are you like?
First off, OMG is awesome. And second, is that true? No. Are you really like this? 실제로는 어떤가요?
여성스럽고 얌전하지 않아. 처음 만났을 때, 썸 탈 때, 초반에.
So she says, she's not really, like very feminine or shy when you first meet her.
근데
But?
좀 만나기 시작하면 뭐라 해야 되지? 원래대로 돌아와서 반전 매력. 원래 내 성격으로 돌아와. 그래서 남자들이 깜짝깜짝 놀라지.
Oh my god. So she says, once you get to know her more, she goes back to her original personality and it's like what they call 반전 매력. It's like opposites. So guys like that, I guess. I wouldn't know. But well, thank you to our listeners so much for sending us your messages today. And it is already time to say goodbye.
싫어.
빨리 나가요.
싫어.
She says no, and she said, I don't want to. Well, before we send you off, I want to ask you about your plans. How long will you be promoting Not an Easy Girl? 얼마나 활동?
3주, 3주래. 3월까지.
오.
평생.
평생. She says,
일단 음악방송은 예정된 거는 3월달까지인데 평생 할 예정이다. Forever.
Forever. All right. So she says, well, music shows are until March, but she says forever. All right.
진짜.
Ever. All right. Well, after school and Orange Caramel have a lot of fans abroad, right? Will you be releasing a trot album someday and going on a world tour?
불러주신다면 어디든 갈게요. 해외 어디든.
If you call her, she will go anywhere. So, guys, call her out. Make a petition and sign it and call her out. Well, we make wishes for New Year's looking at the moon. What will you wish for this year? 소원.
보름달 보면서
Yep.
저는 여기 근데 이 방송은 술 얘기 나오면 안 되죠.
It's okay.
저 소주 광고 찍고 싶어요. 소주 광고.
Oh, okay.
진짜.
So she says her wish is she wants to shoot like a soju commercial or ad or something like that. 소주 좋아하세요? Oh, I see. Do you like soldier sisters? Mhm. Me too. All right.
같이 먹어.
Oh my god, next time we'll go. But anyways, guys, it's really time for us to say goodbye now. How did you enjoy spending this hour with me and our MA listeners?
오늘 짧은 시간 동안 굉장히 아론이랑 저번보다 덜 불편하게 방송한 것 같아서
Yeah.
즐거웠고 한 번 더 나와서는 이제 영어로 얘기를 하는 걸로.
Oh, 아예 영어요. Okay.
그래.
All right. So she says, it was short, but it was really fun. It's definitely a less, awkward than last time. And next time she'll come out and she's going to speak in all English. Okay. All right, guys.
Hey.
Well, thank you again for coming to Music Access, and I hope we can invite you into the studio again. Before you leave, if you have a song request, we'll play that for you. What do you want to listen to?
까탈레나.
All right, guys, sending Lizzy out. Here is Orange Caramel's Catalina. Bye, Lizzy.
안녕. 바이바이.
Peace. What up, guys? We just came back from listening to Catalina by Orange Caramel, and we just finished our corner, Arirang Sweetheart with Lizzy. Thanks to her once again for coming out, and next time, look forward to her coming on again, guys. It was really fun. Well, guys, it's now time to reveal the answer for the AA Music Quiz from the first hour. The answer for today was 16. A lot of people sent us the right answer, and we'll post it up on our message board, the winner, after the show. So please send us a message with your name, address, phone number, the date you were chosen, and email address on our message board under the title winner. We will send you our AA Music Quiz present, Ollie Murs' album, Never Been Better, provided to us by Sony Music. All right, guys, already time to say goodbye. Our last song for today, Marion from Peru requested The Last Goodbye by James Morrison. And of course, same time, same place tomorrow, guys. I will see all of you there. Happy Lunar New Year's. Peace.